Washington, D.C. has many problems. Most have a D or an R after their names. But thank God the city's tackling the most pressing problem of all, plastic straws. D.C. now has a plastic straw inspector that visits restaurants, warning them of steep fines if they don't get rid of the evil, thin, hollow tubes. Being found with a straw can earn you an $800 fine.
Jeez.
That's more than the fine for practicing medicine without a license in Connecticut. Don't ask me how I know. Worse, it's more bureaucratic harassment that rattles cashiers and clerks just trying to do their damn jobs, and the hassle solves no problems. The overwhelming majority of plastic waste in the ocean, which seems to be the hot button issue here, comes from 10 rivers, all from Africa and Asia. It ain't us, which poses a problem for left-wing activists who need an America to protest. Meanwhile, all that stuff you separate ends up back in the landfills because there's no market to sell the stuff. Recycling was sold to us as a magical solution, but even mainstream media outlets like 60 Minutes know it's garbage. So as usual, our nation's busybodies ignore the consequences of their actions. Plastic straws are necessary for people with disabilities as well as the elderly. But who cares? Every ban is considered progress for feverish prigs. After all, why should someone possess a product that makes life easier when the lives of the activists are so grim? More so than those straws, they truly suck. Do you know what, Dana? Do you know $800 in Wyoming, Florida, and Mississippi? Simple assault is a fine of $500.
Wow.
But it's straws, $800.
Better not have a straw. You know, it happened to me just the other day when I was in D.C.
What?
Try to get a straw.
No,
I'm kidding.
You assaulted
I didn't get anything with the straw. But I'm going next week for the State of the Union. I'm going to check it out. This reminds me of when I stockpiled light bulbs.
Yes.
For years. Remember there was the warning that the light bulbs were going away?
You were the light bulb lady.
Oh, yeah. Every time we went to, what was that, Frager's on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C., I was like, get some more light bulbs, Peter. And then we moved them from D.C. to New York.
Yes.
Did they all break during the move?
Nope.
Okay.
And what I feel bad about are the clerks and the cashiers.
Yeah, I've got to deal with
getting yelled at by the customers because they want a straw.
Yeah.
And the fine, but they don't have to pay the fine. Like the owner pays the fine.
Well, let me just say, as a resident of the District of Columbia, you can get a straw, Dana Perino. It just won't be a plastic straw.
No,
Those
well, have
paper
you
straws
tried them?
Yes.
You have 2
They
points.
dissolve in your cup.
Nobody
they
likes
don't.
it,
They
and also
break
it's
down
not. It's still
Like
not
in 5
that
minutes.
biodegradable.
We should have them on set tomorrow and start the 5 with all of our cups, with the
Wait a
straw,
minute.
and see how long they
You
last.
mean I can spitballs through
Absolutely.
the straw?
That's like the big stuff. That's
Not if
but
it's
you know
soggy.
what?
Oh.
Juan, the spitball is the issue because it gets soggy with a paper straw. Yeah. You need a plastic straw for spitballs and some other things. But let's not go there.
Dollar bill, Greg.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Just spitball. You roll up a $1 bill.
You roll up a dollar
I
bill.
have no idea what you're talking about.
You know, Jesse, 60 Minutes. Like, was it a couple of months ago? Was it December? Did this piece. Now, I've seen people, John Tierney has written about this. John Stossel's written about it, about how recycling is more expensive and nobody's buying it and blah, blah, blah. And they're actually taking the stuff that you separate out and they just throw it back in the landfill. This was on 60 Minutes. So maybe we're coming to our senses.
Well, I was always come to my senses because I never recycled ever. So now everything's coming back full circle, and I stayed in the same place.
Jesse, you just stay in the same place, Jesse.
Don't you love that? Yeah, the inspector's job sucks.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. Did you get that joke? You missed the joke.
You feel bad
So-
for
We
him?
already used that joke,
Yeah.
so you recycled his joke.
Yes.
I do recycle. Here's my honest opinion, though. I've flip-flopped on the plastic straws.
No.
I've enlightened. See, one, it is possible to flip-flop based on facts. If they are getting in the Potomac,
Yes.
because they can't be recycled because they're too small. What's the big deal if you use another type of biodegradable straw? Other industries can pop up and make these things.
Yeah, I'm for
it's not going to cause a
innovation.
huge dent in the plastic industry.
You just lost that speaking engagement at the U.S. Plastics. Don't you know? The more you defend these straws.
They pay well.
Let me tell you, Jesse, there's more in the Potomac than plastic straws that are
I
a much
know.
bigger problem. The problem is finding people. I know we might have plastic or paper
it's
straws
aggressive.
tomorrow. I
The
brought a
fines.
real plastic straw to set today. I'm wondering if, the fine for having a straw is $800. What's the fine for smuggling straws into the city? So, like, if I bring straws
how you
in my
smuggle 'em.
purse, how much is like 10 straws considering high-capacity straw smuggling?
Oh, that's true.
They should come up with
I
that.
don't know. I had a lot of life.
I'm not explaining. Juan, I am not explaining you what I just said.
Well, I will say this too, that I think we're supposed to be, good stewards of the earth, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with trying?
I'm also, you know what I think? I think this is a great
good.
time for innovation. The current paper straws don't last long enough, so
No.
that's annoying. So all you smart whippersnappers out there,
You know, I have an idea. Plastic straws. Nothing will ever be better. Which, by the way, China, Indonesia, Philippines, they all pollute plastic. They just fill the ocean with plastics. Ain't us.
Can I just say one thing
What?
about straws?
What?
The only people that use straws are babies, okay? Or when you go through a drive-through so you don't spill. Or if you're at like a fruity drink or something like that.
how about at the ball game?
Wait a minute, though.
Or if you're
No, everybody can drink out of a glass.
No. I'm saving you a lot of heartache. Agree with me when I say this. The disabled rely on plastic
Yes,
straws.
they do.
Yeah.
And they should be able to have access.
Thank you.
The D.C. bill allows them to have their plastic.
elderly.
I read the bill, Greg.
Okay, thank you.
Do you know the best thing that ever happened at our house?
What?
When my mom would actually let us buy those spendy straws.
Oh, silly straws.
They're cool.
That's-
They were
that's
great.
fine.
Don't ban those silly straws, because only silly people will have them. Don't know what that meant.
That's a straw man.
The straw man argument again.